A one, a two, a one, two, three.
Welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. You don't know it's part of the show.
Hello, hello, hello. What ho? What ho, people? Welcome to the show. Yeah, so this is day 3. This is Coffeesode number 3. This is the third day that I've been doing devotions with our father, William Carpenter. 100 proofs the earth is not a globe. I really don't want to do the introductions every single time on this to read this information to you over again, but it's good stuff. If you want to check the main description of this stream, I have links in there for you if you're interested. I have the link for this text as well, so if you want to look this up on your own, it's available for you. This is from 1885, and it is upright, downright, straightforward. Upright, downright, straightforward. So I thought that it would be just, we'll just see what happens with this. I think it'll catch on, hopefully, let's see. I'm going to go to one page. And then zoom. And then scroll downy. This was, okay, just for FYI again, this was a submission. Here, we'll go right here. This was a challenge to the Johns Hopkins University. Sandy, if that's you out there, the viewer, this was a challenge to the Johns Hopkins University. I find that really interesting. Written in 1885. So somebody back in 1885, didn't he think the earth was a globe? Didn't he think? No. Alright, scrolling down. Okay. Point number 3. Alright, see that right there. Hello, I got another viewer. How are ya? Welcome to the show. Would you mind jumping in the chat comments real quick and just giving me a thumbs up for the audio? Everything sound okay? You can hear the sultry sound of my voice. Hello, hi, how are you? Got my cup of joe and my coconut milk. So delicious. What's going on, Sam Hill? What the Sam Hill's going on here? I do have Zetetic Astronomy. I have the book, but I have not read it yet, Sam. But I have it. It looks nice on the shelf. Excuse me. Okay. Proof number 3 that the Earth is not a globe. Surveyors' operations in the construction of railroads, tunnels, or canals are conducted without the slightest allowance being made for curvature, although it is taught that this so-called allowance is absolutely necessary. This is a cutting proof that the Earth is not a globe. All right? Surveyors' operations in the construction of railroads, tunnels, or canals are conducted without the slightest allowance being made for curvature, although it is taught that this so-called allowance is absolutely necessary. What that is describing to us is that, let's see, surveying, surveying, what should I put in here? Geodetic surveying image. Let's just see if that's what this pulls up, okay? Let me go here. Alright, so the difference between geodetic and plane surveying. In this, plane surveying, right, gives you the idea that you're looking straight ahead over a plane. Geodetic surveying this is not what you see, okay? You do not see this reality right here, okay? You don't see this reality. This is what you see. This right here, geodetic surveying, has to exist on paper because you will never measure curve. Okay, so with a plane surveyor, his equipment has a crosshair. You've got a vertical crosshair and a horizontal crosshair. And in the middle at the axis, you have 4 90-degree angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a circle, right? Okay, but this is displaying to you that there is a horizontal and a vertical. This vertical is plumb. This horizontal is level. Horizontal is level. Horizontal. Everyone, class, can we say horizontal is level? Yes, Mr. Finley. Okay. Look at this here. Earth's surface is considered as a plane surface. That is a flat, extended plane into the distance. The curvature of the Earth is ignored because there isn't any. The line joining any two stations is considered a straight line. Straight lines do not curve. Class, straight lines do not curve. The triangle formed at any 3 points is considered a plane. The triangle formed at any 3 points. Let's see, any 3 points. The triangle formed at any 3 points is considered as a plane. What does that mean? So what I would have liked before this is a description of his points. Like, I need to know what his reference for points is. Where's the point here? So is it a triangle formed by any 3 points? Oh, I get it. So yeah, a point is a location, right? So this is like if you are measuring point A, and point A is at coordinate A, and then you have point B at coordinate B, and then point C at coordinate C. Those 3 points together over the surface of the ground is considered as a plane, okay? It's considered flat, level, horizontal. Got it. The angles of the triangle are considered to be plane angles carried out for small area, blah, 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 okay? Now, over in geodetic surveying, Earth's surface is considered a curved surface. Why? Based on what? What evidence do you have that the Earth is curved? Can anybody out there in Facebook land, the two of yous who are watching this, would you be able to prove that the Earth was curved?
Well, I could show you pictures from space.
No. Would you? Can you please? Do you believe the Earth is curved?
Yes.
Can you please demonstrate why you believe?
I have a picture from space.
No. Please listen to me. Can you prove? Can you prove?
Well, I have this.
No. Is that your picture? No. Did you go to space? No. Is that your evidence? No. Okay. Can you prove that the Earth is curved? You can't. Can't do it. The curvature of the Earth is taken into account. The line joining any two stations is considered a curved line. Straight line, curved line. Straight line, curved line. You will not in reality ever, 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 ever get a curved line in your observations. Over here, this is only real on paper because you see this and then you draw this. Oh, look at my drawing. I have a drawing of the Earth, and the Earth is a curved surface. Where did you get that? I drawed it. I drawed it. Aren't I a good drawer? Okay? So the question, I'm looking through here for how to, let's look up an let's see. I think, no, I don't want that. Why won't it just take me here? View the file. Whatever, bro. Alright, so can I make that bigger? Let me do this. Alright, that's not great. Okay, it's just saying the same thing. Okay, it's just the same thing. But notice how they changed their, this is a word spell. Word spell. Look at it. And unless this person who made this diagram doesn't know how to spell plane, when we're talking about geodesy, when we're talking about geometry, plane is P-L-A-N-E. It's talking about a three-dimensional surface. Okay, not plain like empty and blasé and boring. Oh, she's so plain. No. This is incorrect, okay? So what I want to do is find these pictures. I'm trying to think of where I saved those photos. Where did I save those photos? I can't remember. Cleary posted those geodesy images, and yeah, that's right, Sandy. I have a video. If you haven't seen it, let me pull up this video and share it. You can watch it later. Last time I flew to California, I filmed some fantastic images, absolutely gorgeous images, and I made a video out of it. So let me find that real quick, and I will share that right here. Right there, coming over here, and paste that, and there you go. Okay, so let's see. I don't see what I want to see, so let's see. Let's take that out of there. Let's do, no, okay, let's see. Let's see. Elevation, distance, elevation, distance, survey, image, okay? Let's see if this brings up what I want. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Great. Can I zoom in easy? No, I gotta come over here. Okay. All right, you see that? Okay. All right, so you've got down here to the left is the mean sea level. Mean sea level. Okay. By mean, it doesn't mean he's not kind, right? It's not mean sea level. It's a reference point to, this is what we're using as the reference point. Okay, this is base, right? Base urges, your basic urges, your ground, your foundation, the mean sea level. This is where we're starting. Okay, so the minute you move away from the water, you increase your elevation. Okay, you see how this is going? Elevation, elevation, elevation. And now you've got height above the elevation, right? So if you're standing 10 feet elevation and you're 6 feet tall, your eyes are roughly just below 16 feet elevation, okay? Altitude has to do with your separation from elevation, right? Elevation is geometric. Elevation has to do with the measurement of the elevation of the land. Altitude is when you're separated from the land in the air, either in a balloon or on a plane or helicopter or whatever. So if you climb a mountain, you don't say you're at an altitude of 2,500 feet. That's not what you say. You fly in altitude. You climb an elevation. Does that make sense? Okay. So if we're looking here in terms of the elevation of this land, okay? What should I do? I wonder if I should just take a screenshot of this, because then I can manipulate this a little bit better. Let me do that. So, Sandy, are you still there? I see one person watching. I'm just wondering who's out there. Just give me an idea. Okay, so I just took a screenshot, and I think screenshots are here. Right here. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity. All right, this discussion is, hi Sandy. It is not complicated. You do not have to have a PhD to jump into this discussion. You don't. All you have to have is a brain ski. Okay, that's all you need is a brain ski. All right, make my colors the way I like them. Do some fill, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, you like this? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so what I want you to consider here is, again, this is elevation. All right, elevation, elevation. The question becomes, when do you start taking curvature into account? Okay, because if I'm standing here, let me do this. I wish there was a person here. Like, I wish they had a person diagram. All right, so this is just going to be my person. All right, here I am standing here at, that's 10 feet elevation, okay? This is 10 feet elevation. Make that a little bit smaller. All right. All right, so 10-foot elevation, okay? See that? All right, so here I am at 10 feet elevation. Now, you see how this is higher? You see how this is higher? Right? Okay. So, now, you're higher than I am. Okay, this is you. Let me put this, this is you, Sandy. I'm gonna make you pink. Pinky Tuscadero. Okay, there's Sandy. Okay, and Sandy is, let's say, what is that? Let's say she's 15 feet. Okay. All right, there's Sandy at 15 feet elevation. Let's make that a darker font. Okay. There's your 15 feet elevation. All right. And then I catch up. You know, we're going for a hike, Sandy. You and I, we're going for a hike, right? Hiking along, hiking along. And we're hiking and we're hiking and we're hiking. Now, this is not the scale, so this is like 5 miles. 5 miles. Look. Ooh, how much higher is this, right? How much higher is this? So now, here you and I are together right here. Okay, here's, I'm just going to put this as one marker. Okay, so now let's say that we have climbed in our hike to 1,500 feet. Okay? All right? You follow that? What we need to understand is that from one point to the next, we've got curvature, baby. Okay? Right? Where's the curve here? Right? Did we walk over a curved surface? Or did we just walk over topography and get higher? Because you have to understand, I mean, we know that, I wish that I could leave this in there to get another time, but if I click out of it, it'll be on the screen forever. So when you and I are going up in elevation, right? Going up in elevation, that's not curvature. We're going up in elevation, right? So when a surveyor is surveying elevation, he's measuring how the ground changes in its elevation. He is not measuring curvature, right? So the reason why this location for us is higher than this, the reason why this location is higher than this is because the ground is elevated, not curved. Okay? But in the world of imagination, there is also curvature. So how does a geodetic surveyor account for just elevation or like, okay, see this? Let me just leave that there. So are we higher here because the earth is curved, right? I mean, this is the game that they play, okay? They say don't confuse curvature with elevation. Well, then how do you know which is which, right? How do you know which is which? Because if a person is here, that's an angle, right? Listen, this is the way, we don't live, you and I live in a 90-degree world. Everywhere we go, we need 90 degrees to exist. I'm trying to get this. Why isn't that straightening out? Right there, okay? Okay? This is where you and I live. You and I live in a 90-degree world, okay? When we walk straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down. If you and I were to come across a slope, we would know it. Our bodies are finely tuned machines. If you and I were walking up a slope, we would get tired if we were out of shape because we are walking against this slope. Walking on a flat surface, not so hard. Walking up a slope, a little bit more difficult, right? Okay, so we know when our elevation changes, okay? Yeah, I'm not Charlie Chaplin, right? So thanks for being here, Jesse. Make sure you guys give the show a thumbs up and share. Okay, so the same thing is true that if I'm walking down, I know it, right? Anytime my elevation changes, I become aware of it. Okay, that's the way we live. That's the way we operate. Okay, you do not exist in a world like this. You do not exist in a world like this. No one, okay, but in the world of La La Land, of the globe model, this is the way the world exists. The world has a circumference of 360 degrees. That means that as you move away from your location, wherever you are, in Massachusetts or in Maryland, if this is Maryland and this is California, then California is at an angle. It just is. This is Hawaii. Okay? People do not walk at this angle. Well, of course they don't. Yeah, because we're on a plane. We're on an extended plane. We exist in a world that has 90-degree angles for reality. Okay? We do not walk at a slope. Okay? So if this is California and this is Hawaii and this is Japan, Japan is, you think about this. Okay? In reality, okay, this is a building. Okay? Buildings are made to exist at 90 degrees. If you live at this coordinate in the world, your buildings are at a 90-degree angle from whoever's on top of the earth. Okay? But buildings are not created to withstand this structure, right? You don't build a building sideways on a mountain. It couldn't sustain its own weight. Okay? Build a big enough ball, construct a sturdy sphere, build a model building with its proportions correct with its weight, and then rotate that ball so that the building is this way. That building that you built that can sustain its weight at a 90-degree angle, if you tilt it to a if you turn it 90 degrees, it will crush itself. It'll fall off its foundation because the weight out here is exponential to where it was supposed to be compounded down, right? The weight of a building is to sustain itself all the way, that the foundation and everything else supports itself all the way, right? That's how it sustains its own weight. But if you were to distribute that weight out this way, horizontally, instead of vertically, this thing would fall, crush, okay? But this is what they expect you to believe is happening in our world. Buildings cannot exist this way. It doesn't matter how big you make this. Well, the earth is so big. When the earth gets big enough, then that completely just disappears. Just, we don't pay attention. Don't talk. We don't talk about this. This doesn't happen. Of course it doesn't happen because we live here. We live on a plane. We don't live here. Okay? People in Australia are upside down. Antipodal. They are upside down. Antipodal. This is very simple. This is how simple the trick is. Okay? Welcome to the real world. Go back to being in first grade when you were first told that you lived on a sphere and say, how come they don't fall off? Because we know that's what would happen in the real world. And then listen to the magic. Well, gravity holds. Well, they're not really upside down. Okay, because there is no up or down really in our world. There is no up or down. Because if there were up or down, we would have a problem with physics. Because buildings would fall off the side of the Earth, and you'd be walking upside down. So everything has to be right side up. Everywhere you go is right side up, right? So I'll just close with this. Going back all the way here, okay? At no point, all right? Let's just change this real quick. Okay? This isn't going to work out to scale because I can't rotate this, but this is a boat, okay? This is what happens in reality. This boat is going up, okay? This boat is going up. If you get a ball, there is an up, down, left, right, diagonal, okay? They are confusing you with elevation, okay? Elevation, you're going up, 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 up. Curvature, for them, they're like, oh no, curvature's not elevation, bro. It's not elevation. You're not going up. You know what? You know why they say that? They say that so that they can get rid of the difficulty in reality here. Because we know when we go up, right? If this were a river, oops. I'm just going to do, I don't know. If this were a river, a boat can go up the river. And going up the river is going up over geometry, over geography, right? Okay? The boat, if this were a river, the boat can go up, right? The boat can go up. And it's going to use more fuel because it's going up, and its own weight is increased. Well, it's not increased, right? See, this is the scientific part that's like, I've never thought about this before. But it takes more work, it takes more energy to go up in elevation than it does just to stay at a level plane. Okay? So, if this were a river, the boat can go up. But they say when we're on a globe, you never go up. You're just going over. Yeah, that's right. You're going over a level plane. Okay? Boats on the ocean just go over a level plane. At no point is this boat ever gonna go down a curve. There's no curve. If you're out here on the ocean, there's no curve. You're only ever going to go over the level water. But you have to realize that if you start out in Singapore and you sail 2,500 miles, you are going down. Oh no, you're not going down, bro. No, there's no down on the earth, bro. Not on the globe, bro. Only in elevation. You can. What the difference between elevation? Okay, this is where I was saying. How do you know the difference between elevation and curve? Because, oops, how did I do that? I don't know what I just did. Help me. How did I get rid of my bar? There we go. Okay. Now I gotta get my thought back. What was I saying? Oh, so I don't know how come. show the ribbon? Poop. Why, I don't know how I messed up my, my bar. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to change this to like this, right? So, no, okay, whatever. Okay. Right? Just think about this, okay? There I am, that red mark is me, right? Okay? Look how this doesn't work. This doesn't work. You cannot marry this topography with curvature. Oh, the Earth is so big you can never tell that it's curving away. Okay, bro? Okay, bro. Bro. Listen to me, bro. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Oh my gosh. Alright. When is this line ever going to curve? It's a straight line, bro. It's just never going to curve. Wait, what? Yeah, it's a straight line. It's never going to curve. Straight lines never curve. Straight lines never curve. This is not a straight line, ever. Ever. No matter how far you stretch this out, it's never going to have a straight line. It's always going to be an angle, right? See, look at here. See that little boop? See the little boop and the little boop? See how that breaks down? It gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, whatever. Okay? Those are not straight lines. Those are curves. This is a slope. And when you connect the points of a slope, you have a curved line. Okay? You cannot you cannot marry these two concepts. You cannot marry these two concepts. These two concepts cannot be wed. They are not bedfellows. These two concepts are not bedfellows. When you walk up elevation, you're going over elevated ground, not curved. When you get up to the Mile High City in Denver, you're not a mile high because you're going over a curve. You're a mile high because the ground is elevated where? Above sea level, because water finds its level, right? And we're going to close with this. I'm going to close with this, okay? Change this around, do that, okay? We all remember learning this in grade school, do we not? I do. Okay, we have a tank of water, right? This is a tank of water. In that tank of water, let's see if I can do this. I don't think I can do this without, okay. But this is a tank of water. There's nothing in the tank, okay? And here at the top, it's level, water level, water level. The surface of water in a tank, contained water, is equidistant in elevation at every point of the container. There is no point of the container where the water touches the surface where it is higher than the other. No matter how you tilt that. Fill a glass full of water and tilt that thing around. That water will always maintain, it will never exist at an angle. You can't turn that cup fast enough to get the water to go to an angle. It's going to maintain its level. Okay, this is elementary, right? This is elementary. So what I want you to understand is this, okay? I'm taking this tank of water, right? I'm taking this tank of water. Listen, there's 4 of you watching. Hey, please say hi. Please give this show a thumbs up and share. Please say hi so I can see who you are, because you're on Facebook and we're friends. Okay, so look, this is a tank of water. I'm now going to impose in that tank dirt and gravel, so that now the tank has an uneven surface in the bottom, right? I've poured rocks and soot and blah blah blah, and it doesn't distribute evenly, and it settles unevenly. Okay. Now the volume of this tank is going to change, right? Here was the previous. Let me do it. Let me do it backwards, so that I have a distinction. Okay. Now that I have added volume to the tank, okay? This is, you guys know this. You guys know this. This is how simple this is. You wonder, oh, how could you be a flat earther, bro? How could you be a flat earther? Because I understand physics. Do you understand physics? I think you might understand physics. What's going on, Zoe? Okay. We have a tank of water that was empty. And then we added to that tank of water volume of dirt and whatever. What's that going to do to the water in the tank? It's going to push the water in the tank to a... It's going to push the water in the tank. This is where the water was when it was empty. Then we added volume. That volume gets displaced and the water rises, but guess what? The water stays level. The water stays level. Okay? Now, this is the ocean. Here's the bottom of the ocean. Here's the water. Here's the water. Here's the water. Here's the water. The ocean never curves, people. This is a tank of water. We can demonstrate what the mechanics and the physics of water does. You can tilt this tank any way you like. Cockeyed, tilt it, cockeyed. The water will not ever curve or remain at an angle. It'll always find its equilibrium. It'll always find its level. Okay? The surface of the water does not take the shape of the ground that it covers. Let me say that again. The surface of the water does not look like... The surface of the water does not look like this. When you put... Nope, doesn't look like this. It doesn't go like this. Water maintains its level. Okay? If I put... Let's see. Okay, I know that I said I was going to wrap up, but whatever. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I am now going to drop a... I'm now going to drop a large marble into the tank of water. Okay? I am now going to drop a large marble into my tank of water. Okay? There's the shape of the marble. What shape is the water going to be at the top? Anyone out there? Anyone out there? Got 3 viewers. If I drop a large ball bearing into a tank of water, is the water going to curve at the surface? Dramatic pause. Okay? This is the nature of water, people. The nature of water is to seek and find its level. If I increase the volume in a tank with a curved surface, the water is just going to move up as the volume is displaced, but the surface is never going to curve. the surface is never, ever, 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 ever going to curve. Okay? Our world does not do this. Our world does not do this, and children know this. Children know this. This is how simple. This is the emperor's got no clothes. Children will say, why doesn't the water fall off? Yeah, because they know that's what would happen in the real world. Okay? Just like here at the bottom, this topography, just like when water covers land, if it rises above the land, it is flat. It's level. If it's at an angle, it will flow. But if it's contained, it will maintain its level. It's never going to take the shape of the ground underneath it. It is never going to take the shape of the ground underneath it. Which means if the earth is curved, the water is never going to curve. Ever. Ever. The water has to be level. Planes do not fly over a curved surface. They do not fly over a curved surface. They fly at an altitude of 10,000 feet, and that altitude never changes unless they adjust for altitude. But if this plane is flying over a level surface and he maintains 10,000 feet, he maintains his level, right? See, he's going to fly level, right? He's flying level, he's flying level. Guess what he's going to do? He is physically, in reality, because this would happen, he is going to increase his distance from the curve of the earth here. If he flies in a straight line, pilots never account for curvature. They don't follow the curve of the earth. They fly over an extended plane. Because you know when you're in a plane and the plane starts to descend, you know it. You feel it. Okay? And if a plane is flying at 500 miles an hour, 500 miles an hour, that means it is covering in La La Land. That means that it is covering curved surface at a high rate. And if it has to follow the curve, it has to nose down. It has to. No, it doesn't, Travis. They never. Yeah. Oh no, gravity keeps it flying straight, bro. Gravity just no, bro. They're flying over flat. No, bro. No, the Earth is curved, bro. Okay, show me. Prove it. Oh, here's a picture. No. That's not your picture. You didn't. Pretend we're 70, 75, 80 years ago when there's no picture of the Earth from space. How would you prove that the Earth had the surface of the Earth was curved? How would you prove it? You can't. Okay? Anyway, that was a big rant. Big rant. So, yeah, this is day 3 in Deep Thoughts by Travis Finley. Reading from William Carpenter's 100 Proofs That the Earth is Not a Globe. And the link is in the Facebook post. Lots of links in there for you to check out some of my channels that are on YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out, the two of yous. And this is Travis Finley signing off. Until next time.